want to know who the bishop chats with. I want to know where he goes. I want to know what he eats. I want to know what he thinks.
All right. I'll keep you posted.
You're willing to spy on a bishop because you've got it in for Andrew?
I'm a newspaperman collecting information. Bishop's in town, that's news.
Oh, right.
What?
Oh, come on. You're the one who set the bishop loose on Andrew in the first place. Too bad for you that McBain supports Andrew 101%. So why don't you just back off and leave us alone?
Us. Us. There's an us now? Isn't that warm and cozy? Would you tell Andrew he's the one that's got to back off? I got a lawyer now. I got an experienced lawyer, one with a great track record.
Uh-huh. What is this for you? What do you want? You have your daughter. What else matters?
There is no way I'm going to let the Bible boy get between me and my wife. No way. Stupid stuff. Stupid. Oh.
You know, I really thought I had it under control. I knew what I was getting into. It seemed like a straightforward business deal. $5 million to stay married to Todd for a year and assure him custody of Star.
Well, I knew Todd couldn't get another wife without buying her, but Were there, in this business deal, were there any, unexpected services required?
Well... Oh, no, not at all. In fact, I kind of wish that it had been less of a business deal and more of something else.
Meaning what?
How can you be in a family, act as part of a family, live as part of a family, and not get drawn into it?
Well, Star is a beautiful child.
And I truly believe that she's better off with Todd. Blair is far too emotional, volatile, and unstable.
And Todd's not?
No. Well, not with her.
What about with you?
He never hit me or hurt me, if that's what you're asking. He did throw me out of the house into the blizzard without my clothes.
Taya, that is abuse. That's physical abuse.
Yeah, I guess so. I certainly felt psychologically abused.
Then why did you put up with it for so long?
I don't know. I don't know how it happened, Nora. I was just more and more drawn to Todd, you know? He lives every moment of his life as if it was on a dare. I like that. I like that. I'm just as much of a risk taker. And living with him, I never knew where he'd land on any subject, which way he'd turn on an issue. What part of his soul he'd let me get a glimpse of. And I was in it for the long haul. Until finally I just couldn't do it anymore.
Taya, before I make a decision about whether or not to take this case, you gotta lay something out for me. You gotta lay out for me exactly how you feel about Todd.
What do you want to know?
Do you love him?
Now, I will block this divorce, all right? But assuming that you want some semblance of a marriage when this is all over, let's talk about the major obstacle here.
You. Me? You.
You are the one who takes her for granted. Right? You are the one who treats her badly. You, my friend, are the one who's not having sex with her. Okay? And you are the one who's making her a very convenient target for all this repressed rage you've got. This got absolutely nothing to do with her or your relationship.
So what do you know? You my shrinker or my lawyer?
I'm your friend. And I've been through a lot with you. Like when you'd had enough of that man who called himself your father and decided to take it into your own hands and almost killed him. I got you off. I knew you well enough to understand exactly why you did it, and I got you off, and I got you through that. And I will get you through this, but it's got to be the same deal, pal. You got to be cool, all right? You got to trust me, and you got to play it smart.
I don't know what smart is, especially when it comes to Taya.
Well, what does she want?
Me to go away?
No. What does she want in the marriage?
What I couldn't give her. Everything that you just said, only the opposite.
So can you turn it around? All right. Do you think you can change? I mean, do you think you can give it to her? Because there's not much sense in blocking this divorce if you can't get her back.
I'll try.
Good. You need a shrink.
No, I do not need a
You
shrink.
are one angry guy.
Yeah, I'm an angry guy. I'm very, very angry. Do you know what makes me really angry? When people tell me how angry I am.
Well, you need a shrink.
not
Okay,
need a
and
shrink.
assuming that we're not going to get a shrink because you're not going to give up that much control, how about like just a regular regimen and some exercise, all right? Maybe a little 10K run or go to the gym every day. I mean, do you ever something to burn off this steam you got running around inside you? Do you ever exercise, huh?
No.
Exactly my point. Well, do it. Because anger is toxic. It's a poison. And it'll kill you. Or somebody else.
How I feel about Todd is totally irrelevant at this point.
Why?
Because he can't return it. Because he's incapable of returning it.
And you know this because you tried?
Yes. The most I've ever had from him was an admission that he needed me. And he said he loves me, but it was only manipulation to make sure that I didn't leave him, and I certainly cannot afford to invest in that.
You wanted to believe it.
He can't give me what I need. You know? I mean, I thought that I could. I thought I had the means. I thought if I could make Todd love me more than he hates himself.
It didn't work.
No, big time. Big time, and now I'm just too tired. I need to start again with someone else.
With Andrew Carpenter?
Todd's jealousy of Andrew was completely unfounded.
Was it? Was Todd right to be jealous of Andrew?
Yes.
Are you in love with Andrew?
I love him. I could be in love with him. He's a good man. He treats me like no one's ever treated me before. And he would love me in return. He would cherish me in return, and I could live with that, you know? I could live with that. But first, I've got to get away from Todd. Will you help me, please?
Yes. Yes, I will.
Thank you.
But I have to warn you, if this goes to trial, I'm going after Todd with everything we've got. And you've got to be prepared for that, because he's going to end up hating you a lot more than he hates Andrew. Are you prepared for that?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. There didn't happen to be any unbiased, conveniently located witnesses the night that he threw you out in the snow, was there?
Not a creature stirring, not even a moose.
I think it's mouth.
Actually, Todd's parrot is moose.
Oh, well, it's very difficult to swear in a parrot. You know, it's that put your left hand on the Bible, raise your right thing. They're not very good at it. I think the smartest place for us to start is by trying to convince Todd it's in his best interest to give you an uncontested divorce.
You know, you're starting to be a real pain in the tail.
That's what you pay me for. I figured that's why you called me in, right? You needed somebody to talk to you straight? Look, Todd. I know what it's like to lose a woman that you're crazy about.
Yeah, don't pretend, or you have no idea what I'm going through.
I got a little idea what you're going through. There was a woman, an attorney that I was working on a case with, and yeah, we were great pals. Yeah, we Monday Night Football. We were good business associates too, and I loved her. I loved her. We were the most romantic. I mean, more romantic than any couple you could even imagine.
What happened?
Yeah, it was bad timing, really, for her, I think, is what it was. And hard as it may be to believe, I did something really stupid. I gave her an ultimatum. Yeah. We finished this big case, and I said, you know, you come away with me now, or it's over. God, I promised her 3 weeks in Haiti, and you know, I was so sure that she was going to go with me. I bought those tickets. I bought the damn tickets, and she didn't show up. Just left me standing there. So I took some big case in the Near East, and 18 months I was gone, and it kind of helped, but not really. I still have those tickets. Look, pal, I'm working over here, all right? Would you at least pretend like you're paying some attention to me?
No, I'm paying attention. You're going to Tahiti. Sam, you keep confusing me with normal people.
No. Not a chance. I've known you since you were a troubled kid. I've known the idiot adult. I've known you alive. I've known you dead. I knew you before you had the bloodline you've got now, for God's sakes. Normal is not a word I would use in association with you. Interesting is the word.
That's enough. Really. Enough analysis. What am I going to do about my wife?
Well, why don't you tell me a little bit more? Why don't you tell me about the minister? What's his name?
Andrew Carpenter.
Todd, the attendant said this came for you.
My wife and her attorney request the pleasure of our company.
Where and when?
My office right now.
Good. Let's go. What's the matter? You feeling a little anxious?
Well, what do you think?
I think you ought to relax, pal. You got yourself a damn good attorney.
Good morning.
Well, I've got my lawyer. Where's yours?
Sam. Sam. I'll be darned. It's been a long time.
Sure has. You have not changed a bit.
Everyone changes.
Okay, I get how she would know you. You're a famous guy, big shot mouthpiece and all that. But how do you know this loser? This woman wrecked my life.
Excuse me, just relax, Todd. Nora Gannon happens to be one of the finest attorneys I've ever had the pleasure of working with.
What's going on here?
Sam and I were thrown in together on a major case in Chicago.
Yeah, it was one of those big media events, long nights.
Months of drudgery.
Yes, but worth it, as I recall. I seem to remember a wild victory celebration.
Ah, yes. Oh, worth it. There were about 12 attorneys on the team. Mm-hmm. It's fun times. But I can say that we're not on the same team now. I want you to meet my client, Taya.
Sam Rappaport? Of course I know who you are. Your Blackwell versus the state of Indiana took up a month of our criminal law class.
Well, I hope you managed to stay awake. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Okay, that's enough of that. Let's get on with this, please. Let's get on with this.
What is an attorney of your stature doing representing Todd in a divorce case?
Well, Todd and I are old sports buddies.
But you're doing this as a personal favor? As a friend of Todd Manning?
Yeah. I just whistled and he came slithering out of the woodwork.
Well, then, let's get at it, shall we? I can't imagine you want to prolong this.
This will take as long as it takes.
Well, it shouldn't take that long. I think you're aware that your client is merely playing a power game with my client.
Well, I think there's a lot more to it than that.
Well, not that's relevant.
In your estimation.
In my clients, whom I represent, Miss Delgado would like out of what can only legally be called a marriage. I think you also know that if we go to trial, we're going to win.
Really? Well, if I knew that, I wouldn't be here now, would
I
I?
don't think you're very well aware of your client's past history, you know? He has a prison record and a propensity towards violence.
Oh, I seem to recall the court awarded him custody of his daughter.
Yes, because he had a very smart attorney. And he thanked her by brutalizing her as his wife.
The hell I did.
And if that brutality ever came to light, you know perfectly well, Todd's custody of Star would be jeopardized.
Okay, no, you see what she's doing? She's twisting
Nora
everything.
and I are working this out, Todd.
Come on, Sam, let's not complicate matters. Let's get these two people out of this torturous marriage fast.
No. I want you to give me another chance.
Another chance?
Yeah.
I gave you another chance.
No.
And another,
Hey,
and another, and...
Wait. You see, this is why we need some wait and see time. Look, we can't say anything to each other without setting each other off.
Tell him to speak for himself.
Oh, yeah, you know, she's stressed. It's obvious. I'm stressed.
My client is stressed because your client keeps putting emotional drains on her.
Yeah, because people keep butting in. Or things happen, like I get put away for rape. Or there's a reverend to run to every time there's a little problem. Instead of discussing things with me...
You don't discuss things, Todd. You throw things.
Yes, that's right. I yell and I scream. When somebody walks out the door and slams it on me, I yell and I scream. She's always putting doors between us. Or ministers, or lawyers. Look at us. We're communicating through people that we pay by the hour, through the nose. Now, why can't you and I just talk?
I've said everything I've had to say. I've done everything I've had to do. I've said it.
Stop it!
Calm down. Thank you very much. Now, this is what you pay lawyers for. I will admit that my client may have pressed a few buttons here.
He's an expert at that.
Yes, well, fine. The fact is it is apparent to me that these two people care about each other. You don't hurt each other. You can't hurt each other unless you care. So I suggest that you listen to his proposal.
I want 4 weeks. That's all. Just 4 weeks. Try and get back to some of the good stuff.
What good stuff?
Hey, we had fun. We took that little weekend, you know? Did that jigsaw puzzle. Okay, so we didn't do the puzzle, but we turned all the pieces right side up. And sometimes, you know, I get back from work and we'll have a little dry sack, you know, discuss the day.
That was all a pathetic performance.
Yeah, but, you know, I worked hard on that pathetic performance. Tay and I, you know, we work good together. You helped save my paper. I appreciate that. And we've always been good with Star.
Okay, could you please ask your client to stop with this pitch, because this is just not
All
gonna
right,
happen. She has given us sufficient evidence.
Hold on, calm down. How about a deal?
A deal. All right, I'm listening.
A deal. Let's let Todd and Taya take some time together and see whether or not their marriage is worth salvaging. If at the end of that time, Taya still wants a divorce, she gets it. Uncontested.
What are you talking about? I never said that. Sam, what are you trying to do to me? I am paying you to stop divorce with Delgado, and instead you offer her an uncontested divorce? Now get back in there and take back that stupid offer!
Just wait a minute. Your offer was not stupid. It was very smart.
Yeah, until you added that whatever you call it, trailer.
Yeah, and so what are you going to do if it doesn't work?
If it doesn't work, I get her to do it again and again and again and again.
Wait, stop, Todd. Her?
Okay, fine, I'll try. I'll try to give her what she wants until I get it right.
What you don't seem to understand is that your wife does not want to give you any time at all. And Nora is much too good of a lawyer to let her client enter into a deal.
What Nora did to me. She walked out on me, I went to prison.
Well, you were guilty, weren't you?
What difference does that make? Half the people you get off are guilty, am I right?
Stop. All right, first off, do not trash Nora again into my face. Second of all, I suggest that if you want this little fix-it time with Taya, that you offer a clean divorce, or you don't have a prayer here, do you?
Do I what? Oh, you're confusing the hell out of me. Sam, just go in there and do your job. Do what I pay you to do.
What you pay me to do is know more than you know, and what I know that you don't is this is your last shot, pal. Now, you get in there right now, and you show your wife that you care enough to take a risk. You understand me?
I'm going to get you that divorce, Taya. I don't want you to feel the pressure of Todd's offer.
Are you kidding? I'd rather spend 4 weeks in a body cast. I wish Sam were not involved.
Oh, trust me, I can handle Sam. Okay?
You want me on my knees again for this?
No.
Okay, fine. I'll beg standing up if that's what you want. Taya, please. Please. Give me another chance to do whatever the hell it is you want me to do.
Well, may we have your decision?
She's trying to figure out if I mean it. That's right, isn't it, Taya? See? We communicate.
Yes, we have a decision. My client rejects Todd's offer for trial reconciliation. Let's go, Taya. We'll be in touch, Sam.
Would you wait just a second here? I'd like to say something on behalf of my client. Come here. Come here. I'd just like to say that sometimes in life, you find something that's so special, so wonderful that you just want it and you take it. And then something happens. You know, either the timing's not right or, I don't know, you're scared and you say something stupid or someone or something interferes. But the point is that you lose what you wanted. And sometimes you don't even know why. And you can spend years, maybe even your whole life, wondering, what would it have been like if I'd only had another chance, just a second chance? Now, these two people clearly have feelings for each other. They may be a little muddled, a little neurotic, but it's clear that they have feelings. Now, if your client walks out on this because she's suffered some hurt in the past, she could be the one who's missing out. Todd already knows that she is the love of his life. Maybe Taya will find out that he's the love of hers. But isn't it better to find out than to spend the rest of your life wondering?
Our position stands. We have nothing to discuss. Good to see you again, Sam.
Now what? I mean, that was some of my best stuff, you know? I was open, I was honest, I was all of that vulnerable garbage.
You did fine, pal.
Oh. How come it wasn't enough?
Because Nora and Taya need more.
Whatever you're thinking, stop. Because I can see the wheels turning.
I refuse to let Todd control my life.
Well, he doesn't. And he hasn't, not since you moved out.
No, but what I want is to move on. And if that means I have to go head-to-head with Todd, I will.
I know how you feel. Believe me, I do. But he is a dangerous man, and he proves it every chance he gets.
I'm not afraid of Todd.
Well, you should be. And if you don't want to believe me, believe your lawyer. Didn't Nora tell you to stay away from him?
She also told me to stay away from you. How's that for advice?
I hate it. She does have a point.
Oh. So you like meeting at out-of-the-way restaurants and slinking around so no one will see us?
Yeah, it's fun. I'm joking. This will pass. I promise you, and we will be together whenever we want. All right, now, unfortunately, I've got to go pick up a wonderful little boy after preschool. So, we should leave separately.
Yeah, well, I understand. Go. I'd like to sit here for a few minutes anyway.
You okay?
Yes, I'm fine. Really?
I love you. I'll call you later.
You'd better. I'm sorry, Andrew. But if I'm ever going to be free of Todd, I have to do it my way. Hi, Todd. It's Taya.
Taya. Well, what do you want?
I've been thinking about your offer. The trial reconciliation.
Uh-huh.
I'd like to discuss it with you. Alone.
Seen Reverend Carpenter?
No.
Seen the bishop?
He's been in for tea. Anything else?
Here, give me a beer, and then go away.
Hi.
Hi. Want a drink?
Oh. No, thanks. I'm gonna go sit down.
So what do you want? I mean, besides a divorce, because you can't have a divorce. You can't have a divorce. So that's why you're dressed up in the whole, girl thing.
It's not. I keep thinking about that day in your office when you said that you loved me.
Yeah? People say things.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. But you never said that to me before.
It's not like you were impressed or convinced.
Well, it's not entirely true. Confused. It's a better word.
I don't know what you mean.
I mean, maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe you do love me. And maybe I feel the same way about you. You do love me. I know how hard that must have been for you to admit. And it was just as hard for me to believe. So I tuned you out. But now, I can't get your voice out of my head. Saying those words. Words that I'd waited a long time to hear.
So, why'd you walk out on me?
I don't know. There was a lot going on, and like I said, I was confused, but, I'm tired of fighting with you. You know that I'm very attracted to you. And I thought, if we could be alone, away from all the lawyers and all the distractions, maybe we could figure out where the two of us stand together.
And then what would happen?
Whatever comes naturally.
Huh? Well, we're not really alone here.
We could go up to my room, shut out the rest of the world, and just be together. I'm sure we could find some way to communicate.
Oh, wait 1 second, okay? Because well, I don't want to rush.
I might have known you wouldn't be able to rise to the occasion.
What?
Most men would see an invitation to a woman's hotel room as an opportunity. But not you. Not mixed up, impotent Todd.
What did you just say to me?
You probably wouldn't even know what to do up there anyway. Oh, what's the matter? Does the truth hurt? Because the truth is our marriage was a joke because you were never man enough to make it real.
Nice. Very nice try. But if I ever throw you out of a window, there won't be anybody around to watch. You know why you'll never leave me? Because you and I are more alike than you'd think. What you just did. We belong together.
Hey! Hey! What the hell you doing?
I have no bloody idea. Why don't you ask her? I think she started it.
What's going on here? What happened?
Take me to my room, please.
Bye-bye, Gumdrop. Maybe we can do this again sometime.